Oh, God, sorry. Oh, sorry, I just had to get that out. I was thinking about all of you. I don't know why today I've just woken up and chosen violence. Who is ill? Well, I mean, these people. That's kind of how the game works. Who the fucking hell's Hilda? Who's Hilda? Hilda? Oh, the spider person. Yes, you have been here for a while. That's right. Get out. So today I have two suggestions, one of which is going to stop me going bankrupt. The other is a big brain play. In my many years of playing Rimworld, I've come to the inexorable conclusion that 25 episodes per series is the sweet spot. With this series, we're not going to be done by Christmas. We, much like Hellcat Umbra, atop that rocks, need to move slightly faster. Oh, what do you mean rejected proposal? Okay, hold on, we'll check that now. So, Rodent Tendy Boozax Bungus, will you marry me? No. Oh my god. So, Rodent Tendy Boozax Bungus just rejected Hellcat Umbra Nightshade Admus's marriage. They have broken up. Holy shit. That leads perfectly into the thing I was about to say. Is someone dying? Astrid has an artery. What, at the age of 26, you've got an artery blockage? Stop eating so many Doritos, you gamer. Here's what I was about to say before the game made its mind up for me. We have had a power shift from House Boozax Bungus, who have all but died out. 2 tiny infant elf children are all that stand between us until annihilation. But House Nightshade Admus, they have flown into the lead. Not only are there 5 of them, of course not including the new children that were born to Hellcat, which are Boozax Bunguses. Nightshade herself is super long-lived. Admus is an unstoppable, murderous killing machine, if I could find the guy on my list. And their children? Stone cold killers. 10 shooting, 17 melee, veterans, great aim. If they wanted to, they could take this whole city, and not a damn person could do anything about it. And given that Admus is Granny's dear, sweet butler, who she trusts very dearly, I think it's time that we have a division in this here city. House Boozax Bungus and the many affiliated civilians go one way. They worship the rocks. They follow the rocks. They live in their city, and they live their lives and follow technology. Disaster and the brand new House Nightshade Admus disappear to the School of the Goose. Not gonna be enemies or anything like that. This isn't the setup for some grand civil war. They're still allies. They're still the same people. They're related by blood and by war. These people have fought together and died together. They're not just gonna suddenly become enemies, but I do think this lets us kill so many birds with one stone. No offense, Gooseborn people. Castle Gooseborn can have all of the overpowered magic, borderline experimental stuff, like, for example, the Hunter Phage and his children and their technology and the Doom outfits and whatever else. And then in the colony, led by Mechanugget, led by House Bungus, whoever takes the reins, they will just lead us in regular Rimrim. And lead us, they're bloody going to do. Fast. An excuse for murder. Holy crap, look at them. Spider Ninja, Moth Ninja, Demon Ninja. How many of them are there, though? 13 over there, 12 over there, and another, oh, Jesus, another 10 over there. Oh, come in. Come in, by all means. Come through the front door. That idiot just tried to cobweb a defense tower. What was that? You can't fire rockets. What the hell is that you've got? They just shot their own cat person, you idiots. We'll deal with Lord Demon Goujon in a second. They're actually doing something good here. Look at this. I think they're going to breach the bloody wall. Dude, go. Let's set up an ambush fast. They're actually going to get past. This is... I don't think I've ever seen the AI be this smart before. They're not rushing in and attacking the tower with melee. They're waiting for it to crack. This is genius. I mean, sadly for them, there was like a dozen people on the other side with decent armor and rifles, but any other time, that would have been genius. They're fleeing. I'd like to take back everything I've said. They're not genius, they're idiots. They're stuck behind this person. The people fleeing can't flee past them. The people attacking can't attack past them. What are you doing? Just go round. Oh, Disaster's in there. She's not pissing around. Oh my god, she's not pissing around. Look at her go. That sword is amazing. Holy shit. Chase him, Disaster. Chase him, Disaster. Oh, it's a band-aid to be you, my friend. We're not going to be able to see it because there's a fucking tree in the way. Well, I presume that was awesome. And great news. Successor to House Boozax, Lord Demon Goujon, is a child. Yeah, I will keep you if that's all right. Now, I added to the list goodbye walls, and my plan was to tear all this down and replace it with stuff that was a bit more era-specific, because it does feel like we're living in a big castle, right? So there was that, it was like some sort of fortification we researched yesterday. God knows where it is. The point is, maybe we'll put that on ice a second, because we haven't really given the towers, since I've rebalanced them, chance to see how they'll do. And we haven't for any spaces other than a bunch of cracked up goblins. Clam cook. Let's see how it does. Research. Go. Go on with it. Fast as you like. Whatever you want. Go crazy. Boom. Nutrient paste. Send it. Tox fire generator. Send it. Boom. Send it. Never stop. Gun turrets. That's massive. That's actually so good. Thank you. State of the art research. We haven't got multi-analyzer, okay? That's intentional. There's a couple of very important bits of research we've got to get before we go for the multi-analyzer, I think. Hot tubs. Exactly. Exactly what I was thinking. You know what? Send it. I keep saying send it, and then I keep not sending it. Good God. Look at all the things you build a multi-analyzer out of now. Jesus. Well, so much for cracking the walls. It was a nice attempt, though. Of course, the longer we don't upgrade the walls, the easier the job they're going to get, because I think an Ultratech faction would carve through this like it wasn't even there. Although I've been told some of the Ultratech factions, you know, Brotherhood of Steel and the Enclave, are very difficult. Very, very murderous. Mouse is gone. Well, we lost a bill there. I'm not sure what it was. So Ronan Tendy, though, obtained Steadfast. Was that your father? It was. There you go. Madam Dino Nugget, Mouse, and Mouse. I mean, that makes... Wait, Madam Dino... Yeah, right, of course, yes. You know, I remember. She was a Boozax Bungus, then she married Ann Mouse, so she took his name. It all makes sense. He is a Boozax Bungus, okay? Don't question it too much. He has died. Cause mortality. That tends to be the case. Consume Mouse? I don't want you to consume Mouse. Do you know how many diseases they have? I just want someone to bury the poor guy. New lovers. Wow, he's not even in the ground, and you've already moved on. Wait, have you actually? So Ronan Tendy and Hellcat Umbra, they got back together. Oh my God, I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. She was there for him when his father died. That's so fucking nice. Not for Mouse, Mouse is dead, but that's so nice. The family has got back together. They've managed to fix things and see it through. Whose grave was I looking at then? The wrong person's. And there we are. Have the funeral rites for Mouse. Oh my God, he was the moral guide. Who is even good enough to take over as moral guide? We need somebody with very good social. I mean, we could. Colony... Whoa, okay. Colony leader is someone chosen from the city. Moral guide is someone chosen from the castle? Spread the power out a little bit? That could be a nice compromise. Keep everyone happy, you know? In that case, Mecha Nugget Boozax Bungus, my little boy, finally gets to take his position as colony leader. Long overdue, I think. And as a compromise, as a sign of goodwill, Admus will be the moral guide. Whether or not we're still happy calling him the rock speaker if they are moving up to the mountains to be more in line with Goose and less in line with rocks, maybe we can change that. Admus discussed his beliefs about the future. Ominous. Ominous. And with a man with the social skills of Admus in charge, why can Admus not do the funeral? What do you mean? Moral guide present. Okay, well then make him present. What are you doing? Resting. Hey, stop resting. Have a funeral. Thank you. Hellcat Umbra pregnant. Well, they really made up fast, didn't they? Jesus. Remember, if the child is born, because they're not married yet, if the child is born an Umbra... What are they called? A Nightshade Admus? Something edgy. Whatever. If it's an edgy child, we send it up to the mountains. If it is a Boozax Bungus, they stay in the city. Right now, all of their children have been Boozax Bunguses. Really? With a man with your social impact, you fucked up that funeral. What is your social impact? Remind me. Hold on. A mere 4,300%. You idiot moron. And you've got a fancy hat, you fucking idiot. Oh, we're lacking the gold for the second multi-analyzer. Whatever. Send it. Let's re-roll and see what we can get our hands on here, then. Bionics? It seems a bit weird. It's crude bionics, so it's still quite early stuff, but that's okay. Bear in mind, this is UnRimworld. There are no other bionics in the game, so we've got to make do with what we've got to make do. 115%, but it lowers immunity gain speed and gives pain. Oh my God. There's me opening my stupid mouth. Yeah, we need to start going a little bit faster. Hey, we need to speed up these series a little bit, because it's going to go on for the rest of the year. And now you send me that. Oh, shit. Hello there. Oh, it's not meth goblins anymore. Meth Leslie instead. What are you shooting at? Oh, you shooting at my towers from that distance. Jesus Christ. Squad up. Like, this one's probably more important than ever. We've got sandbags, and I took away the fences because I thought they were not great for cover. Oh, shit. I don't like that. We need a different gate. We need, like, a spare entrance so our people can get through in situations like this. This is not the first time this has happened. Cover Nightshade, Admus. Cover Nightshade. You would. I mean, that's his wife. After that, you can piss off and hide. Last line of defense and all that. Are my towers going to hold up against this? No, they're not. You are blowing that to pieces. You're blowing that to pieces. Please don't do this. Hello, how are we looking on this side? My windmill. Ah, why would you do that? I'm not rebuilding that. Colin, there's one group who's flying. Is that the one that we're about to crack the wall? Holy shit, that was close. They still might get it on the way out if they're fast. Group at the top, they've cracked a tower. Bear in mind the towers have way more hit points than usual because I nerfed them, but when we rebuild them, they'll only have the 500 hit points. So this is our one free get out jail card. Look at you. I appreciate the color coordination on your clothes. Wow. Okay. I feel like the AI is really testing the water today. I don't know why you've come out swinging. I did reorder the mods slightly to, you know, for like their clothes sorter mods and stuff like that. I don't know whether that's woken something up, but I'm not a big fan of it. Why are you walking so slow? What happened? Are you okay? Wait, high on steel elixir. Isn't that thing that gives you... Oh, it lowers their move speed massively, but they only take 10% of the damage they'd usually take. Well, that's broken. And they were all high on that. That's insane. We can also craft some ourselves, and we, to be honest, might have to. If random pirates are going to drop down, I don't know about that. Oh my god! What are you doing to me? Carly's Rainbows has died of old age. Carly's Rainbows, I am so sorry. Old age caught up with you at the bitter end. Astrid Potato Rainbows, best friend and daughter, I'm sorry. You're going to have to bury her. I do want the Potato family to live for as long as possible. They were such a weird offshoot. Bear in mind, it was Ongus Potato that founded that. Goodbye. Goodbye, Carly's Rainbows. You were bringing in so many resources for us. Do we have a good mining squad ready to take over? Not really. I mean, Astrid really is following in her mother's footsteps there. Look at that, 19 mining, ready to go. And Ongus Bungus himself, sorry, Ongus Potato himself, also very good. But we didn't lose anyone to raiders, but we did still lose someone. Impressive. Gotta wrap this series up sooner, and her finger curls on the monkey's paw. Don't worry, says Cassandra Classica. Got you as she sends in 3 raids. Painkiller Ivy. Thank you. That'll help out when we get attacked non-stop today. Hey, auto cannon turrets, wall-mounted rocket turrets. That sounds amazing. The problem is, if they're like wall-mounted, like traditional Rimworld walls, they won't work on our castle walls because they're 2x2. And I imagine they're designed for just a single standard Rim block wall. Another reason maybe to shrink things down. What do these walls have? Oh my god, for 5 steel, you can build a wall with 1,800 hit points. I might be a little bit too powerful again, I'm sorry to say. Again, not really designed for this mod pack, given that we're up against like pirates. So you know what? The wall stays. Castle wall, I'm letting you off. That wall was built by Boozax. I think if we tried to tear that down, Disaster would personally come down from the mountain and murder us all. Oh my god, Astrid's also our builder. Holy shit, she is like so key. If she gets killed in a raid, I'll cry, because that's it. We've got no one to take over the slack at that point. Autocannon turret's done. Hey, hear me out here. Lock the doors. Lock the doors. It's time for speed. Lock them. Lock those doors. Lock this door. You're in there until I say otherwise. There isn't a door there. Okay, false alarm. Carry on. There's not a door to lock. How does this keep happening? What keep happening to my fucking doors? Why would I have taken this door off? Proto-marine armor. We're supposed to be all about armor and being defensive and building a city, so I feel like this is perfect. This armor was made in hopes for intersolar travel. That seemed fine. It's taken us basically up to the equivalent of real-life 20th century if we do that, but that's okay. Oh god, balls itch. You're so old you can't stand up anymore. You just down? The rocks has got you covered. Blessed balls itch. Oh god, yeah, no, you are very much on the way out. I think even if we tend that, you are just done for at this point. Just waiting to die. I think the plan has to be, of course, make that proto-spacer armor for the main colony members, and then for, dare I say it, for the edgy squad, we make the edgy clothes. I think that's pretty good. Isn't this stuff, like, pretty damn powerful, though? Now, I did say before, of course, that this stuff is exceptionally good in terms of actual defense. Oh, I thought it was another raid then. Very, very powerful in terms of actual defense. Like the Black Hunter's Duster, 110% sharp is massive, but it doesn't cover everywhere. At the very minimum, let's make enough for them to... Let's make enough to give to all of the edgy characters to mark them as the edgy characters, right? Just so that they've got something unique about them. Are you taking those to the Extrematorium? Hell yeah. Bloody hell, that is fast. Holy shit, what the hell is this thing? Build tanks for the safe storage and handling of reactor fuels. Deuterium storage tank, fuel pipes, helium-3, ignition capacitor, tritium. This sounds awesome, but maybe a little bit too advanced, to be honest with you. Shit, that is cool, though, huh? Helium-3 tritium. Let's go for a reroll. I need the more basic stuff. Let's go about backpacks and shit first. Then we'll worry about that. We've got to basically do all of it anyway, and we don't really need a tritium power plant right now, given that we are already starting work on the concentrated solar power station, which I presume will give us enough power to last us out. Right now, we're only slightly using more than we're producing. So that's still have a couple of machines, but other than that, we don't need it. Holy shit, they're so cool, but I know they're going to be so powerful. 32.31 DPS. 30, what about the sword? 27, that's a bit more reasonable. This is still, again, like 5 times a thrombo, so a little bit too much. I'm still focusing pretty massively on the antibiotics and the hospital stuff and the armor stuff, of course. This, though, this does take my fancy. I've played with this mod a couple of times before. In fact, I think it was in the original Generations 1, if I'm not mistaken. The Cryo Katana for the potentially edgy Goose Ninja Cyborg School. Could be real cool. And it's like pretty good, like pretty balanced as well. What the hell is that? Manable cannon turret. Oh. Okay, now you've got my attention. Blast doors on the front gate instead of castle doors might be a fun way to make the walls look a bit more modern. Let's call up this orbital goods trader. Let's see what they've got. It's a whole bunch of shit I can't use, but this stuff looks incredible. Another baby is being formed, and this baby, depending on its last name, will either, oh my god, where's the doctor? Where's anyone? We'll either go to the castle or stay here. Admittedly, I was focusing on the solar panel, so I'm sorry about that. It's another Boozax Bungus. I think you've single-handedly saved this dynasty. Merlin? You want to name this baby Merlin Boozax Bungus? Sold. Please tell me it has an arcane affinity. You parents have an incredible sense of humor. And that was all we needed. Because we already had the stainless steel, the concrete baby, and the components. I was going to call them components then. I lost my fucking mind. I eat, sleep, and dream concrete, and now all my dreams come true. Does this thing also need water to cool it? Quite possibly, because these are very complicated, these power plants. I mean, evidently, look at the size of the frigging thing. Get your sunglasses ready, Astrid. You're tremendously pale. You'll probably evaporate, speaking from experience. Oh my god. Oh my god, it does need water, but look at that. God damn, that looks cool. I'm a sucker for enormous power plants. What can I say? I presume we've got excess water? Yeah, water stored, 50,000 liters. That'll probably do it. Don't tell Nestle, okay? Let's keep that between us. We don't have a fucking sacred pond left if Nestle catches wind of this. Jesus. Oh my god. To be fair, it was very expensive and takes up a massive area. Holy crap, we got to capture that power. That's currently going into nowhere. I missed the very obvious let there be light moment, but I'm sure I've done it before. Ha, I'm sure I've done it before. You get it. Stop. Stop it now. Heck this fucking thing off. What are you doing? Get rid of this. In the bin with you. Take your babies, put them in the bin. Well, don't put the babies in the bin, but you know what I'm saying. You piece of shit, rodent tendy. I got a lesson for you to learn right here. Anal. Although, given how terrible you are, Sir Rodent Tendy, maybe it's already too late for that. God damn, we are cooking now. Okay. Oh, Bolsich, I'm sorry. Multi-barrel weapons unlocks eventually something called a Vulcan cannon. Proto-spacer range is so cool. Heavy slug rifle, impact bow. Impact bow, I love. Really take it all the way back. Actually, we didn't really invent bows before. We had the Pharaohs, but that's not really the same thing. Pack sniper, plasma rifle. Oh, shit, these are cool. I gotta go with it. If we're turning our back on melee, we'll use the spacer melee for maybe the edgy squad. They're gonna be influenced by the traditionalist old lady disaster. I think she's got to say now. Oh, let's have a look at these turrets. They're not gonna fit, right? No, they don't fit at all. So how does it work? They just clip onto a wall. I see. But then these, like I said, don't work because they're completely the wrong size. Damn, that's annoying. Sorry. Teleport box. Structure made to teleport incapacitated animals must be associated with teleport spot. Teleport catcher. Wooden structure for receiving teleport arrivals must be associated with a teleport spot. Hey? Departures here. Requires a teleport bench. Oh shit. Just because the technology is a bit more futuristic doesn't mean that we have to wait for that to happen. You know, maybe they get breakthroughs early, and maybe they unlock teleporters early, but we're really stunted with the better power for a long time, or the better weapons, or something like that. I don't know. I want to try out teleporters, because it sounds amazing. Sorry? I'm not sitting on anybody's slime, thank you. Although, oh, we can't use any of it, because we haven't got the research. Ah, boo, get out of here. Teleporter in the hospital. Okay, we need adamantite components and steel ingots. How does this work then? So we place a teleportation bed to teleport incapacitated humans. Oh my god, you can teleport them between beds. Then there's the teleporter spot and the teleporter catcher. And then we need a teleporter. What was it called? A teleport bench. Teleport bench? It's a teleport box. I have no idea. Requires a teleport bench. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not sure we have a teleport bench. Maybe that's research for the future. Oh, the better desks. Oh my god, I totally forgot how much time have I wasted on this one. Oh, shit. We've been using this medieval crap for how long? Oh, so much wasted potential. Oh my god, especially at Castle Goosebon. Oh no. Oh my god, that caught me off guard. Yeah, I will... Man became child is just so good. Yes, please stay. Please stay. Baby man. Oh, little baby man. That's your name now. I'm sorry. That's your name. I don't make the rules. You're now little baby man. These are my 3 children. Lord Demon Goujon, little baby man, and Merlin. I have something to admit to you all. I feel like at this point, after years of being a disappointment to his family, his friends, his society, I think Mecha Nugget has redeemed himself, and I think he's earned an upgrade. That upgrade, you ask? Goddamn sunglasses. And an executive suit made of the finest Rox wool. Look at this guy. That's the colony leader we need. What do the sunglasses do? Not a lot, actually. They're fairly well balanced. Lower aiming time. Okay, shooting accuracy increase. What does the suit do? Probably just like social impact. Oh, gives massive negotiation ability and social impact. That's kind of cool. This poor guy, okay, for all of his youth was an embarrassment. Trying to live up to the Bungus name, inventing power by melting bodies before realizing, hang on a second, we could just use coal instead, you big idiot. Oh, look at how far he's come with that big, enormous brain. It was a very smooth, wrinkle-free brain for a long time, but now, massive crafting, massive melee, massive intellectual. He has really redeemed himself. Okay, he's done a fantastic job. Now it's time to invent a minigun. Now, you know the second this guy dies, that's it, the ball stops rolling. Right now we've got so much momentum, but this is very close to the end. That's who you look like. Hellcat looks like Elf Zendaya. And then her lover, Sir Rodent Tendy, looks like Elf from Oblivion. He's so fucking hideous. Look at the muscles on you. Horrible, disgusting man. Thank you. Go back to work. Thank you for that. Oh my god, the Edgy Squad are all armored up. Hold on. Oh, it's so good. They look incredible. Hello, Twilight Shadow. And Admus too. Admus Jr. They look amazing. I'm not sure why you're using that desk. Did I not lock that to Admus? No, because it was only Admus that was supposed to be up here. Admus Senior, that is. Shit, and I'm powering the bloody community center. Today's a day of learning and progression. And I've really messed this up. I'm sorry. Here, we're going to piggyback off the research center's power grid, I think. Not that we need to, given that we've just harnessed, you know, the sun itself. The power of the sun in the nor did palm my hand. It's enormous, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah, let's get it all connected up. There's no reason for this anymore. We can have one big centralized power grid. We're beyond all this separate generation crap. We just really don't need it. Let's get it all connected up. Synergy and unity in this fair town. Precious sweet Balsage, we knew that your time was just around the corner. A man who saved us when we had absolutely no chef whatsoever. And the saddest part is Admus has to do the funeral procession for his best friend. I mean, it says family member. It's not. They were very good friends. Admus's forsaken physical comforts. Oh my god, he became a sea-tick? No, he gained nothing. He gained nothing at all. You mean other Admus? No. Admus Jr. is also not a sea-tick. I'm not sure I understand, but that's okay. Who really knows what's going on in this pure chaos series? Reform ideology. Ah! Let's keep that in the bag for when eventually we get to the spaces stage, I think. And you know what, goddammit? Do it for Balsage. Send it. My research lab, you morons. What is this stuff? Shadow Walker's apparel, crow-feathered hood. Oh my god, that's cool. Phantom hood. Finally, it's time to embrace the edginess that you know you've always had in your heart. Oh, this is great. I mean, it's not crazy overpowered, too. Oh, this is cool. I wonder what it does. So over the course of that massive research session, I built a couple more research benches because we've got so many good intellectual characters in the colony right now. All the people who are decently okay at it, I've thrown in, and then all the others have a passion for it too. With the enormous brain and oh so stylish Mecha Nugget Boozax Bungus here, I feel like we've got to embrace it. Disaster was down helping out with any of the weapons and armor research, because that's kind of what she would want to do, right? But she's back up to the Gooseball area, which is basically just the farms and the castle. And a way to manufacture apparel worn by the mysterious Shadow Walkers. I've got to do it. It's so damn edgy. Look at how fast we are blitzing through the research. To be fair, I can't think of a single other series where I've had like 7 research benches, all with this many linkables at the same time. And amid all of the hundreds and hundreds of Hunter Phage weapons mod, which we're probably not going to use because they're very, very powerful, we did get this one right here, Kapow, which apparently is an increase to global work speed. Researchable stat upgrades is a really fun idea. I'm just hoping it doesn't lock us out of the next era, because there are mods that add repeatable researchers, right? I think we had that problem in Generations 1. Oh, this is what I'm talking about. Mining picks are now 10% more effective called pneumatic picks for the sake of nostalgia. Amazing. Okay, stick with it. Hey, here's the other thing. I've noticed that we've got 2 spare armor sets. Does that mean everybody's finally ready and armored? Certainly does seem to imply that, huh? Fool's Mithril, Fool's Mithril, Fool's Mithril, Black Hunter Duster, so you can actually wear some armor under that. This could be insane, and actually kind of perfect, because we went really, really wide on the medieval era, much to my chagrin, given that the game started running at 3 frames a second. What if we bring it back in, focus on just a group of, say, a dozen super important colonists, and make them the best possible? Stat upgrades, armor, bionics, of course, available in the next era, is all going to be perfect for that. And everybody said that the dynasty was going to die. Go! Have birth child, please. Leave the other one on the floor. Finally. Oh, it's a Nightshade Admus. Oh, it's a Nightshade Admus. You know what that means. You will be a tiny mountain child one day. Mechanized armor rack might be very, very valuable if we're going for... Ooh, hold on. What the hell is this? Increase plant work speed by 5%. You are winning me over. This mod is very cool. Turn off research automatically. Oh my god. Advanced farming 2. Advanced mining 2. Productivity to increase global work speed by another further 5%. Do it. Absolutely send it. New lovers. Hello. Twilight Shadow and Tiffy. Oh, hello. I'm not sure that's quite how that works, but you know what? That's okay. That's fine. I mean, it is pretty impossible to find any other lovers, given that everyone else has been related. Literally the last 7 people to be born in the colony are all related in some way or another. They must have needed a multi-analyzer, which is why we've got access to so many. Send it. Get me all of them. These are so bloody good. Medical 1 for medical. Is there just one for every skill? Because I'm fine with that. Shooting accuracy increased by 5%. Okay, that's very, very overpowered. I'll take 2. Sweet Mecha Nugget. The guy that I thought was terrible, an idiot, a real fall from grace. He's ended up being the best one out of all of them. Offense Hungus, or Roxanne, or Disaster, obviously. They're all, like, direct descendants of one another. So I kind of feel... not direct descendants of one another. Good God, but not that inbred. Not yet, anyway. Look at it all. Go. Advanced mining 3. Absolutely. The less mining we do, the better. Oh, what a beautiful aurora out here. Sit indoors. Sit indoors and research. Shadow Blades. Oh my god, it's the perfect dynasty weapon. Are you going to be like... Oh... are you... Oh, god, they're all so powerful. 64% armor penetration. Even the dagger does 40 damage. Maybe we'll make 1. It looks very Daedric, doesn't it? Oh, I like that. Let's go for that. And I thought this geothermal generator had to be placed on a geothermal vent. No, you can put it... Nah, don't cover it up, you moron. For Christ's sake, you don't see that giant chimney on top of it. What do you think that's for? You idiot. Get out of here. Anyway, we got the big geothermal power plant. Same story, though. It just needs water to run. The darkest, evilest, and most edgy of all weapons, Shadow Blades. Anyway, we're going back to look at construction now. I presume we craft that potentially here. Oh my god, look at all the weapons we've researched today. All of that research in honor of Bolzich, and it's been nothing but big, murderous weapons. Though, this is very edgy. Oh my god, I've got to make some, haven't I? Do you think the crow-feathered hood, or the... What if we give the crow-feathered stuff to Nightshade, and then the phantom stuff to Atmos? I could be persuaded. Stop it! Stop it right now! I keep joking about cutting it off, but I'm going to, I'm telling you. What the fuck did I... No! You need to pack this in. This is ridiculous. They're actually going to be the death of me. I'm not sure why this thing isn't working. It's accessible through steam vents. Oh, do I have to build it on a steam vent? And you've lied to me. Just let me build that anywhere like a fool. Like a fool, knowing full well that that's not how that works. This one gives 10% global work speed and 5% move speed. It's very, very overpowered. I mean, I wouldn't use this in any other series, right? That's the whole point of UnRimworld. That's the whole point. Just keep researching these forever. We're going to research faster because the work speed is higher and the move speed is faster. The workbench is quicker, which means they can do more research faster and faster and faster until eventually we hit critical mass. Mecha Nugget Boozax Bungus is going to thought of everything before it's even in the game. Next thing you know, Steam Workshop is flooded with this idiot's mods. After a dozen stats upgrades and now nutrition dispensers, we've got one left. Is this just the final research? Fuel storage. Maybe Tritium Breeder's Deuterium Extractor's fusion power comes after this. Not sure how that's industrial, but that doesn't matter. There are. Oh shit, this counts as industrial? What kind of fusion power do you think is industrial? Okay, I'm not complaining though. That would be a cool thing to build. But before we start any sort of spacer age research, I should really plug that hole in the wall looking at it, you fool. You might think, boy oh boy, that went fast. And to be fair, it did go fast, but that's because we unlocked the best armor in basically the first research we did. The best weapons is debatable because I'm specifically trying not to use the really, really crazy overpowered shit because my god, it is crazy and very overpowered. That we can experiment with later on, but you've got to bear in mind the gap between, I think, Spacer and Industrial, especially in terms of base game Rimworld, is far, far, far less than Industrial and Medieval, which takes a massive leap. Is this the final research, Tritium Breeder? Because that doesn't lead to anything. Okay, Mecha Nugget, this is on you, my friend. The final research, lock the doors. This will be your magnum opus because he's getting old. 89. Now, to be fair, he's long-lived, and a lot of the long-lived characters have lived up to kind of about 110-ish. Arcade yourself in. This is the job for you and you only, my friend. And boom. Okay, what about telling me I'm in the spacer age, though? Hold on. Well, we're not. They're blast turrets. Pre-war weaponry? What the hell do we need for that thing? Okay, what do I need, though? Missing Brotherhood mainframe. Oh, my God, we've seen them selling those. Oh. They've put pulse machine gun turrets in Industrial in the ADE pulse turrets mod, but it needs pulse charge munitions, which is Spacer. So basically, we're stuck forever. But we will, however, trade with all the ships. We'll caravan out, maybe to the... We're allowed to trade with the Brotherhood of Steel and the Enclave. I presume they don't like us, but they don't hate us. Maybe we could buy the mainframe from them. That'll be enough to get us past that 95% or 98% threshold. Either way, that is basically the end of the Industrial era. A little side quest to go on tomorrow to go and reach out into the world. It would be nice to actually go into the world and talk to some people for a change. Look, we got super lucky getting the best armor and the best research and everything pretty early on, making this just absolutely flyby. Having 7 research benches admittedly also helped out quite a lot, and a very research-focused colony right now with Mecha Nugget in charge. But I think when he eventually dies off, we'll swap and change to a different focus again. You know, we've kind of had city building and developing the colony with Ungus Bungus, research in this era. Maybe next era is when disaster takes over. Who knows? What I know is that I will say thank you to the executive producer patrons for allowing this to exist in the first place. Not sure how long this series is going to go on for. Hopefully going to get it wrapped up again pretty soon, because obviously, you know, not many people I can't imagine are super interested in this anymore. It was always intended as an experiment, and it's spooky season, so I've got to move on. Thank you, in the meantime, to Dr. Simba, Jenny, Bugsy, Sticky Venus, Dapid NC, Elliot Pup, Kane GB, Cooper Sucumber, Ayaba, Geeg, Jose Asala, Shadow1317, Banjo Slurp, Laggy Wizard, Coyote Seattle, Toongi, Genuine Guy, Bloodsnakes Chaos, Boop, Razorback, and Bubka for their support. The executive producer tiers over on Patreon. Cyberpunk 2077. What year is it? Whatever. Over on the second channel. I'm very good at marketing. You go watch that if you want. We've got Vampire game coming out every other day, more or less, on the Elysian Sam channel, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodline, which the two of us are playing through, so that's going pretty well. And then Crusader Kings 3, Game of Thrones one specifically, coming back to the main channel very soon. I finished the mod pack yesterday, in fact, or at least got it working and kind of to how I want. But I am looking at doing a little side mod for it that might delay it by a few more days, but I think that's going to be very, very fun if I can pull it off. It's something I've complained about with CK3 for a long, long time, so bear with me on that one. Thank you as well to David Van Diepen, Alcatraz, Chronic Idiocy, Detective Google, Bucky, Riley, Andrew McKinnon, Rhino3333, Daggets, No Reality, Strange Inc., Ursus Arctus, Vingy, Red Nebula, and Jahihi as well. Goodbye.